Did you know that 63% of American drivers don't trust auto repair shops? There's good reason for that skepticism. As an industry insider, I've witnessed firsthand how some unscrupulous mechanics exploit customers who lack automotive knowledge. Today, I'm pulling back the curtain on 13 common scams that drain your wallet through overpriced services, unnecessary repairs, and sneaky upsells. By the end, you'll learn one simple rule that will protect you from ever falling victim again. Scam number 1, the urgent fluid flush. Your coolant looks terrible. It needs a flush immediately. Sound familiar? The truth is, most automotive fluids are designed to last between 50,000 and 100,000 miles. Yet many shops aggressively push flushes at just 30,000 miles. Why? Pure profit. How to protect yourself. Demand proof with a test strip or lab report showing your fluid is actually bad. Ignore scare tactics about sludge or contamination without evidence. Trust your vehicle's manual over a mechanic's upsell. Remember, an unnecessary flush costs $100 to $300 that could stay in your pocket. Scam number 2, the mystery check engine light. That little illuminated engine symbol strikes fear into most drivers, and mechanics know it. The truth is, according to the EPA, approximately 10% of check engine lights are triggered by minor issues like a loose gas cap. Yet mechanics will throw around intimidating terms like oxygen sensor failure or catalytic converter issue to justify expensive repairs. The simple solution: invest in a $20 OBD2 scanner, and you can find a link in the description. Plug it into your car's port, usually under the steering wheel, get the exact code, and Google it. For example, code P0455 means a loose or faulty gas cap. Just tighten it or replace for $15. Code P0171 means system too lean, often just a dirty air filter. Code P0420 means catalytic converter efficiency below threshold. Sometimes it's just a bad oxygen sensor. Scam number 3, unnecessary air filter replacements. The classic trick is when a mechanic dramatically pulls out a filthy air filter and claims it's yours. The truth is, most air filters easily last 15,000 to 30,000 miles, unless you're regularly driving through dust storms. According to the Car Care Council, 1 in 4 drivers get tricked into replacing perfectly good filters. How to catch them red-handed? Pop your hood before service and snap a photo of your current filter. Learn where your air filter is located. It takes just seconds to check. If it's only slightly dirty, it's still working fine. Save money by buying online and swapping it yourself in 30 seconds. Scam number 4, upselling synthetic oil. Your car really needs synthetic oil. It's much better for the engine. But here's the truth. Consumer Reports states that 75% of cars run perfectly fine on conventional oil. Synthetic oil costs twice as much, but honestly, it often provides zero benefit for everyday vehicles. So when do you actually need synthetic? Well, you need it if your owner's manual specifically requires it, if you drive a high-performance vehicle, if you regularly tow heavy loads, or if you drive in extreme temperatures. Otherwise, you're just, padding the shop's profit margins. Scam number 5, the brake pad scare. Your brake pads are dangerously thin. We need to replace them immediately. But the truth is, brake pads don't need replacing until they're worn down to about 3 millimeters thickness. Yet many shops will push replacements at 5 millimeters or even higher. So how do you fight back against brake pad scares? Well, ask them to show you the measurement with a caliper or gauge. Check your owner's manual. Many cars have wear indicators that squeak when pads are actually low. Never approve brake work without seeing evidence. And get a second opinion for any urgent brake job. A $50 inspection elsewhere could honestly save you hundreds. Scam number 6, fake factory-only parts requirement. You need OEM parts or your warranty will be void. The truth? This is literally a myth. The National Automotive Parts Association found that 89% of aftermarket parts performed just as well as OEM, or original equipment manufacturer, parts while costing 30 to 50% less. Here are the real facts. Unless your warranty explicitly requires OEM parts, which is rare except for some luxury vehicles, aftermarket parts won't void anything. The Magnuson-Moss Warranty Act legally protects your right to use quality aftermarket parts. For example, a Honda Civic oxygen sensor costs $250 for OEM versus $75 aftermarket. Both pass emissions tests and last for years. Scam number 7 is overcharging for simple fixes. This scam, honestly, it takes advantage of your perceived lack of mechanical skills. The truth is, many simple maintenance tasks require, well, basically zero automotive knowledge, yet shops still charge premium rates for them. Some common examples? Replacing a cabin air filter, a 5-minute job they'll charge $150 for. Or installing new wiper blades, a 2-minute swap they'll bill you $80 for. It's kind of shocking, right? Scam number 8 is the phantom repair, and it's perhaps the most outrageous scam out there, charging you for work that was never actually performed. The truth is, the Federal Trade Commission reports that consumers lose about $2 billion every year to auto repair fraud, with phantom repairs making up a significant chunk of that. So, how do you protect yourself? Always ask to see the old parts they removed. Request before and after photos of the repair. Check your invoice for vague terms like adjusted components or system service. Make sure you demand specifics if the descriptions seem ambiguous. And honestly, if they can't prove the work was done, don't hesitate to dispute the charge with your bank or credit card company. Scam number 9 is the "your warranty is voided" lie. You might hear, if you don't get your oil changed here, your warranty will be void. But here's the truth. The Magnuson-Moss Warranty Act actually protects you from this common dealership scare tactic. Manufacturers simply cannot void your warranty just because you used an independent shop or non-OEM parts. So, what does the law actually say? As long as maintenance is performed properly and meets manufacturer standards, your warranty stays intact. Make sure to keep receipts and records of all maintenance. And if a dealer unfairly denies a warranty claim, you can file a complaint with the FTC. It's your right, so don't let them intimidate you. Scam number 10 is all about blinker fluid and other fake products. Believe it or not, some shops still try to sell products that either don't exist or are just, dramatically overpriced. Here are some common examples. You'll see premium windshield washer fluid going for $50 a gallon, or get pitched on unnecessary fuel injector cleaners, even though modern fuels already have plenty of additives. And don't forget about those overpriced headlight restoration services that can run you over $100 when, honestly, a $10 DIY kit works just as well. Pro tip, if a mechanic ever mentions blinker fluid, just walk out right then and there. They're either joking or, well, they're definitely trying to scam you. Scam number 11, the shock and strut upsell. Your shocks are shot, they need replacing immediately. But here's the truth. Shocks and struts don't wear out just because you've hit a certain number of miles. They usually fail because of things like potholes, rough roads, or hauling heavy loads. Most will last anywhere from 50,000 to 100,000 miles. Though honestly, many go much longer. Want to check for yourself? Just push down firmly on each corner of your car. If it bounces more than twice after you let go, your shocks might need some attention. But if it settles quickly, you're probably fine. Here's a red flag. A lot of mechanics push replacements around 60,000 miles, calling it preventative. But unless you're noticing a rough ride, poor handling, or uneven tire wear, you're likely good to go. Always get a second opinion before agreeing to this repair that could cost you over $1,000. Scam number 12, inflated labor hours. Ever wonder how a 30-minute job somehow turns into 3 hours of billed labor? Here's the truth. Most shops charge based on book time, which is just a standardized estimate of how long a repair should take. But experienced mechanics can often finish the job much faster, yet you're still billed for the full amount. So how do you fight back? First, check fair labor rates on sites like RepairPal or Your Mechanic before you approve any work. Ask for a breakdown of labor costs, and don't be shy about questioning anything that seems off. Always get a written estimate before work begins. And if the final bill is more than 10% over that estimate, go ahead and dispute those charges. Scam number 13, the free inspection trap. The word free is honestly pretty powerful bait. But here's the truth. According to AAA, about 22% of free inspections end up leading to unnecessary repairs. Shops draw you in with a no-cost inspection, then hand you a long list of supposedly urgent problems. So, what's the best protection strategy? Never approve repairs right after a free inspection. Just say, "I'll think about it," and always get a second opinion. Don't fall for any limited time offer pressure. Real repairs aren't emergencies unless your car is actually unsafe to drive. Take your time, do your research, and remember, sometimes free can end up costing you hundreds. The #1 rule to never get scammed? Always get a second opinion. If a mechanic says you need a repair, ask for proof, like photos of the issue or the old parts they removed. Check reviews on sites like BBB or Yelp and get another mechanic's assessment before you approve any expensive work. Shops that use shady tactics tend to crumble when you hold them accountable. If this information saved you money, go ahead and hit subscribe and ring the bell so you never miss our tips. Want to learn more?